right, what's good, everybody? What's good, experiential marketing professionals? What's good, my YouTube family, my IG family? Thank you guys for tuning in and tapping in with me today. As you guys know, this is Jay, your experiential marketing coach, and currently I am on the road, moving freight throughout the US, but also still very active, still very engaged in the experiential marketing community. All right. And I want to talk to you guys today about the importance of understanding your reputation, right? Understanding your brand as it relates to you as an individual. All right. When you guys are looking, and even for my current experiential marketing professionals, right? You guys, I talk about this all the time, the importance of understanding that you are a brand within a brand. All right. And while you guys are here, let me know where you are checking in live from, what city, what market you're currently residing in. Let me know also your thoughts on this topic. How do you view yourself as a brand, whether you are an influencer currently doing influencer marketing, whether you work in the experiential marketing industry and you're currently heavily executing events, whether that be as a tour manager, team lead, market manager. Just go ahead, guys. Let me know what market you're checking in from. If you guys have any questions for me regarding the experiential marketing industry or just really understanding how to navigate moving into different positions within the industry, go ahead and drop those in the comments because now is the time to go ahead and ask. All right, while you guys have me live. So, as I was saying, right, understanding your name, understanding your reputation with regards to the experiential marketing industry. And I have my other phone here because I want to bring up a quote that I posted the other day. And it says, money and opportunities will come, but your reputation, determines whether those opportunities stay, right? And we had a lot of people commenting, a lot of people like this, but one comment that really resonated with me and I want to really touch on and talk about today is one from a young lady by the name of Mia. And she said that, yes, I agree, but it all just depends on the person and the company. We show loyalty to a lot of companies. And coming back from the pandemic, I know many of us brand ambassadors thought the same. Nope, you can have a wonderful reputation. It's just about people who value you. And sadly, it isn't always the case. So, I'm gonna play devil's advocate on both sides of this, right? With regards to executing events within the experiential marketing industry. All right. I'm gonna speak from personal experience and also experience from a lot of other EXPs in the industry, right? And I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. First things first, your reputation matters, right? Whether that be as an experiential marketing professional, whether that be as a brand influencer, if you are looking, right, to move into different positions within the experiential marketing industry, if you're looking to move from that brand ambassador level, right, and move to actually managing tours and having those opportunities be awarded to you on a consistent basis, your reputation matters, right? Because as we all know, and for those of you who may not know, agencies talk, account managers talk, right? Staffing coordinators talk, and being able to establish a great rapport or a great reputation with a account manager or staffing coordinator is important. Now, I'm also going to play devil's advocate and say that not every staffing coordinator, not every account manager, um, not all the time, but not everyone conducts themselves in a professional manner. All right. I've had instances where I've dealt with unprofessional account managers where I was out there busting my butt, doing everything that I needed to do on my end to make sure that an event was a success, that the team had everything they need, that the client was happy on site. And that account manager or staffing coordinator was nitpicky, micromanaged me the whole time, and found every little thing wrong with what I was doing from a manager standpoint or even from an event standpoint. I couldn't do anything right. I couldn't do anything right, right? Everything was wrong, everything was bad. And I knew that after I finished that program or finished that event, I did not want to work for that agency anymore. Or if I worked for that agency, I requested specifically to not be assigned to that account manager or staff coordinator. All right. How many of you have dealt with those types of situations, right? Where you love the agency, right? You love the fact that they pay on time. You love the fact that you are always booked with them, right? You stay booked and busy with them. But when it comes to a certain account manager or a staffing coordinator, you don't want to work with them because they're either unprofessional, right? They micromanage you or they don't know how to make you feel value. And I'm not saying that because we know as contractors, right, when we're out here executing events, we know or you should know what your roles and responsibilities are and what you're being contracted to do. So it's not about bending over backwards, but more importantly, just making sure that that EXP out in the field is comfortable and is having a great experience with you as a staffing coordinator is important, because that reflects on the experiential marketing agency, on the staffing agency, but more importantly, that can also reflect on the brand and the client as well, because if they come out on site and you're having a bad experience with an account manager or staffing coordinator, it's going to be very hard at times for you to fake it to make it, right? To make it seem as though everything is going well and you're out here trying your best, but you have that one person in the office who is just making your life a living hell, quite honestly, right? So, how do you balance that with your reputation? Because it may not be you, right? It may be the agency account manager, it may be the coordinator who is making things harder than they have to be. But how do you protect your reputation in spite of, right? How do you make sure that you're able to still maintain a great rapport and reputation despite of all the hiccups that you're going through, right? And from personal experience, I have had to take a couple different approaches to this. One approach that I've taken is making sure that no matter what, I stay professional. I represent myself as the brand, because I'm not going to allow any person, any circumstance, or any situation to get me out of who I am as an individual and the things that I value. Now, don't get me twisted. I'm not a pushover, and you're not going to be able to talk to me any kind of way. I will check you, but there's a professional way to do these things, and being able to be aware of that and understanding how to deal with these individuals is so important. And sometimes you got to play the corporate role, guys. It ain't all about going back and forth with somebody from a mouth perspective. Sometimes you might have to get on email and put things in writing. That's why I always tell you guys, CYA, cover your butt, and always make sure that when you're having instances that you are documenting these things and you're putting them in writing and you have that paper trail. All right. But also, understanding your value. That's why I talk to you guys about knowing your worth and making sure that you're adding text to any program, to any event that you're executing. If you know that the roles and responsibilities that are posted for a job, right, may require more than what they're paying, then there's nothing wrong with you asking for more money. It's nothing wrong with you requesting for a higher compensation. And at that point, it is up to the agency, and it is up to either that senior account manager to award you the additional pay. But if they decide not to award you that additional pay, and you take on the opportunity knowing that it's going to require more work from you, more time, more energy, and you're not being paid for it, then at that point you have to take some personal accountability and say, if I'm going to be given all these different roles and responsibilities, right, then I have to understand that because I didn't do my due diligence to ask for more money, I am electing to take on this extra work and this extra burden. So understanding, guys, knowing your worth and add tax, like I say all the time, not every opportunity is a good opportunity for you. Not all money is good money as an experiential marketing professional, even as a brand influencer. If you guys are out here looking to ink deals and solidify deals using your name, image, and likeness, and that brand is not willing to pay you your worth for your social media following or the work that you've done to build your name as a brand, then pass on the opportunity for now. I'm here to tell you guys that oftentimes when you pass up one opportunity and you think that it is the best opportunity, usually another opportunity will be presented that'll be paying more than what you were looking to receive. All right. So understand that you have to establish yourself as a brand, but more importantly, that every opportunity may not be for you. The compensation level may not match the level of expertise, the level of knowledge, and the work that you know that you're going to bring to a program. It may not match it, and that's okay. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say I'm a pass on the opportunity. It's not for me at this time. That is fine. All right. Second thing I want to also talk about is understanding that loyalty, right? Where you put your loyalty matters. All right. There are opportunities and there are instances where you build a rapport with a great experiential marketing agency or staffing coordinator, and they keep you booked and busy, right? But at the same time, you also have to understand that you are a contractor and that other opportunities may be presented and you may have chances to take on tours where you may either be compensated more or you could build a reputation with another agency. This is something that I had to really look at and lean on when I first began executing events in the industry. Yes, I could stay with one agency, right? Yes, I could stay and continue working with them, but I want to build a rapport and I want to be able to have options. So sometimes with loyalty, you can't be too loyal because you got to make sure that you have options as well, right? And oftentimes we commit and we're loyal to one agency and we pass up on other opportunities, and then either that opportunity may change, or you may not have a chance to execute that event anymore. So the loyalty that you showed to that agency or that staffing coordinator, at the end of the day, while it was appreciated, it didn't yield the compensation that you were looking for. So I sell that to say continue to apply for opportunities, right? Now, if you've already signed a contract for a program or a tour or an influencer deal, and you know that you are going to be leaving to go ahead and execute that program or that tour, then yes, at that point, you can take yourself off the market and start letting agencies know that you've already committed to a program and to keep you in mind. But by no means do you need to stay loyal to just one agency or one account manager or staffing coordinator, because the jobs and the opportunities continue to evolve and continue to change. And with that, you got to make sure that you are staying ahead of the curve and you are already always positioning yourself for opportunities. Remember, you are a brand within a brand. Represent yourself accordingly. But the most important thing is making sure that you, as the brand, and you have the opportunities that you desire, and you understand that at the end of the day, these agencies, they're not loyal to us. As to some extent they are. They'll call us when an opportunity arises, especially if they built a rapport with you. But at the end of the day, they're looking for the next man or woman up. They're looking for the next person that can come in and do the job to the satisfaction of their client so they can retain that client for future opportunities and future programs, right? So showing loyalty, yes, that's great, and letting that agency know. But at the same time, like Mia was saying, oftentimes that they may not it may not resonate with that account manager or staff coordinator, and they may not value that loyalty that you're showing them when it's time for an opportunity or when it's time for a tour to be awarded to you. It may be given to someone else. So your reputation, in my opinion, guys, and it's just me speaking, but your reputation supersedes any program, any tour, any opportunity that you're looking to obtain, because you could always, right? You could always recover as long as you have a great reputation, right? You could always make sure that you're able to be booked and busy as long as you have a great reputation. And Martin said it as well. Reputation is the same as word of mouth advertising. These companies are buying a peace of mind. That is so true. So if I, right, have a great rapport with the agency, and I've been able to build that rapport, and they're looking for reliable staff. They're looking for quality staff. They're looking for individuals that they know they can count on to execute a tour or a program. And I know those people, guess what? Because of my reputation and my rapport, they're going to refer those individuals and they're going to use those individuals and book them for opportunities. So your reputation supersedes everything, guys. Don't be out here reckless, unprofessional, right? Doing things that you know, if you had an agency, right? If you had an experiential marketing or staff agency, how would you want your staff to conduct themselves? How would you want them to represent you as the agency? How would you want them to represent your client, right? How would you want to ensure that they are meeting the goals, succeeding, exceeding expectations, but more important, that they are representing you as the agency? What are some morals and values and expectations that you will have of your team, right? That is important because at the end of the day, these companies want a peace of mind. These companies want to know that if they hire a EXP, a brand ambassador, to execute an event, that you're going to go out there and do the job. Not that you're going to show up late, not that you're going to be unprofessional, not that you're going to be on your cell phone the whole time, not that you're going to be out there trying to micromanage the manager and tell them what to do, not that you're going to be out there having unprofessional conversations with consumers, right? Not that you're going to be taking long bathroom breaks, not that you're not going to be completing event recaps. I mean, I could keep going, guys. I could keep going. keep going, right? Your reputation is important, right? And being able to create a reputation is important. I cannot tell you guys the number of times that I've been able to refer EXPs for opportunities, refer them for chances to position themselves because they have built a great name for themselves and they have positioned themselves for success. So understanding yourself as a brand is more important. Marketing and leveraging your current skills is also important. Making sure that you know your worth and you're being paid your worth, but you're also understanding what is going to be required and expected of you is so important. But also making sure, right, that your loyalty is to yourself first, not to any agency, not to any brand, not to any tour, not to any program. It's to you first. And as long as you do, right, the great job, as long as you represent yourself with professionalism, the opportunities are going to come, right? You're not going to have to look for the opportunities. You want to get to the point where the agencies are looking for you, the account coordinators, the staff, and managers are looking to hire you. You don't have to apply anymore. That's when you know you've been able to create a name for yourself and build a reputable reputation in the industry when they come looking for you. All right. And that's when you know consistent opportunities will always be afforded and presented to you. But it comes from you doing a great job as a brand ambassador. It comes from you doing a great job when you're on tour, right? And when you're representing these other brands because someone is always watching, all right, whether you believe it or not. So if you guys enjoyed this conversation, let me know, drop some hearts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm on I'm on Google's campus, so the Wi-Fi might be a little spotty. I may look a little blurry, but the message, the content, and the information is there. All right. Experiential marketing professionals, we are in Q4. We are in the last part of the season, last part of 2022. We're going into 2023, guys. All right. So how are you positioning yourself? What experience, what skills are you leveraging? What are you doing to put yourself in position for the opportunities that you desire? And more importantly, how is your reputation ensuring that you're able to not only represent yourself accordingly, but obtain the opportunities that you desire? All right. Guys, enjoyed this video. Give me a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video with anybody else, and I'll continue to tap in with you guys and share my insight and knowledge. But remember, you are a brand within a brand, so represent yourself accordingly. All right. Be safe out there executing your events, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.